Hello and welcome to another video. My name is Boxiest, and today we are going to continue the What If series. What if events had gone differently? And in this What If, we're going to change the history of Cobra Kai. What if young Daniel was in Cobra Kai? So in this timeline, Daniel wouldn't be around in the 80s. He wouldn't exist. Johnny would compete in the 1984 All Valley, and without Daniel there, he would actually win. Johnny would be declared the 3-time undefeated All Valley champion. Cobra Kai would continue to grow. Johnny would go off, living his life. Robbie would be born. Daniel would also be born around this time. Sam wouldn't exist in this timeline. And in this timeline, Johnny and Robbie would have a good relationship. Eventually, Kreese would retire, and Cobra Kai would shut down. And during the events of Cobra Kai, Daniel and Miguel would move to the same apartments near Johnny. Johnny would meet both Miguel and Daniel. Daniel and Miguel would become friends. Miguel would still get picked on by Kyler, and Johnny would still save him. Johnny would still get the idea to reopen up Cobra Kai, and because Johnny and Robbie have a good relationship, Robbie would join Cobra Kai. Miguel and Daniel would be new to the school, and they would become friends with Eli and Dimitri. Kyler would pick on Miguel, Daniel, Dimitri, and Eli, and Daniel would start to get an interest in karate. Johnny would still train Miguel in this timeline. Daniel would show up at Cobra Kai, and he would be a new student of Johnny's. Kyler would be dating Moon in this timeline, and the same things would happen. Moon would break up with Kyler, and Kyler would spread rumors about Moon, and both Daniel and Miguel would fight Kyler and his friends in the cafeteria, and many students would want to join Cobra Kai because Johnny knew how to act around kids. Cobra Kai would have many students, and it would be one of the most popular dojos. Daniel would start dating Moon. Eli wouldn't become Hawk in this timeline. Johnny would train his students for the All Valley in the night of the tournament. Cobra Kai would be winning their matches, but Robbie would win the All Valley. Kreese would still come back in this timeline. Kreese would manipulate the students, and he would focus on manipulating Daniel. Daniel would like all the extra power he felt from Kreese's way of teaching. Miguel and Daniel would start going their separate ways. Daniel would follow a very similar arc to Hawk. Tori would still join in this timeline and date Robbie. Daniel would become a bully. Moon and Daniel would break up, and this would make Daniel more vulnerable to Kreese's manipulation. Johnny would see that Kreese was turning his students into bullies, and he wouldn't like this. Johnny would kick Kreese out of Cobra Kai. Johnny would teach his students like he did before Kreese came back. There wouldn't be a school fight, so no one would be paralyzed or go to juvie. Kreese would eventually come back and sue Johnny and retake Cobra Kai as his own. He would call Terry to come back to Cobra Kai. Johnny would leave Cobra Kai. Robbie, Miguel, and Aisha and a couple other students would go with Johnny. Johnny would form Eagle Fang. Terry would manipulate the students, and he would teach Daniel the Quicksilver method, and Daniel would become more aggressive, a lot more than he was during the Karate Kid 3. And Eagle Fang and Cobra Kai would have a rivalry. Miguel and Daniel would become enemies, and Daniel would want to start fights with the Eagle Fangs. Kreese and Terry would recruit new students for Cobra Kai, including Kyler and his friends, and at first Daniel wouldn't be okay with this, but he would eventually get revenge, much like Hawk did in Season 3. The rivalry between Cobra Kai and Eagle Fang would continue throughout the years, and that is where I'm going to end this What If. Thank you guys for watching. What do you guys think would have happened if young Daniel was in Cobra Kai? Let me know in the comments below. All members have access to emojis that can be used in comments and live streams. This isn't mandatory. This is only something extra if you want to support the channel even more. YouTube lets me know that the majority of you are not subscribed, so if you guys could subscribe, that would be much appreciated. Thank you guys for watching. Make sure to like this video, subscribe, and turn on post notifications. And I'll see you guys next time.